Now, the story of the stabbing to death of the chief executive officer of an organization by a university undergraduate has continued to attract public attention and divergent views. Annie Daniels had an up-close interaction with the suspect in Lagos, and her findings is what she's standing by to tell us.
When I stabbed him the first one twice, I threw the knife on the bed.
Until a few days ago, 21-year-old Chidinma Adora Ojukwu was not known to the public. However, her desire to have an enjoyable and quiet time with her newfound lover, the chief executive officer of an organization, turned sour. And today, Chidinma is right inside the nets of the Nigerian police, answering questions to why she had to stab to death her lover.
I was on drugs, and also during the struggle that he was trying to strangle me, that was when I used the knife on him.
Chidinma says she has been into drugs since she was 19 years, unknown to anybody, including her parents.
It was in a party where drugs was given. That was when I took drugs at first time.
Chidinma informed me that she met the deceased just a few weeks ago in Lagos. And until their first quiet time together in a hotel, she never knew the deceased won't meet her financial needs. So she decided to do things her own way.
That time he was sleeping. I tied his hand so that by the time he wakes up, he'll be able to give me what I want, and I'll go.
I don't understand. You tied a man's hand.
Yes.
How? How were you able to do that?
It was already high, so he didn't feel it. And it took more than I did.
After listening attentively to Chidinma's confession, respondents are wondering if it wasn't a premeditated crime.
No, I didn't.
Because you said you tied his hands.
Yeah, for him not to, when he wakes, for him not to attack me.
But you had the mind to steal from him.
Yes. Yes.
So what would you want to steal from him? After all, you was boyfriend and two of you were enjoying yourselves. So would you want to have the mind to kill him, to hurt him?
Yes, I needed the money.
After you had killed him, you still took away his ATM cards to go withdraw money from his account.
That's because I needed the money. So when he was gone, I just took everything and left.
If you had asked him, please, sir, or my love, after you called him, I need money from you for this, do you think he would have been so stingy not to give to you?
I asked him, but he said he didn't have.
And you knew he had the money?
Yes.
Chidinma says her dream is to be a successful actress and musician. She is presently a 300-level student of mass communication in the University of Lagos. With this, I visited the university.
He smoked loud and SK. That's a form of marijuana that she took and made her to be high. But one thing is certain, if one is high, one can sleep, one can lie down there, but to have resorted into killing means that the girl has a problem.
Listen to more.
Both of them, the man and the lady, were high. And, if you are saying that you are tired of sex or whatever you are saying you are tired of, but you are in that condition, you are still smoking and still drinking heavily. So you can see that a girl that can do that is not the first time that she's doing it.
With this development, what action is the university authorities taking since Chidinma is still a student of the school?
That she's a student of Unilag is not an issue. When her fate will be decided by the judiciary.
Will she be readmitted if pardoned by the law?
So if a girl has shown this, that she can kill, that she has what it takes to do all these things, I don't think she's fit to be among other peers like that, because she can do more dangerous things, like I said.
I took a trip to Chidinma's home at Alagomeji area of Yaba in Lagos. The gates of the premises were under lock and key. Maybe out of fear of the unknown, No single person in the vicinity agreed to say anything to me about Chidinma or the crime she committed. Back to Chidinma. All through my interaction with her, Chidinma was in tears and blames her action on the absence of her mother in the home.
I make decisions that sometimes I need someone to talk to, but I just don't see it, I just do it.
Shola Aleton disagrees with her.
It's not about a mother or father. What will happen, even if the parents are together. We have seen cases where parents are together and the children they became wayward.
As it is now, respondents say there is more to the story than already heard. Newsline will update you as events unfold.
Investigation is still ongoing, and like Annie said, we will keep you posted. Now, when a man and a woman accept to be husband and wife, it is expected that the union is for better or for worse, because both have agreed to toe the path under religious and marital ordinance. So what then could warrant one of the partners to kill the other? This is a serious question begging for answers, even as the police investigate the case for lawful prosecution after the corpse of the murdered wife was exhumed. Clement Baricchio is following the story for Newsline.
On the 16th of June 2021, at about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, the news of two lovebirds filtered out with the death of one in what is linked to domestic differences. The lingering differences had continued unresolved till 9th June 2021, when another fight broke out between the couple. The deceased could not survive the beating as she died, and the husband, Ukachukwu Enoch Christopher, a pastor and founder of Omega World Global Ministry, a fellowship church, buried the corpse in a shallow grave in his compound. Son of the suspect raised alarm, informing the caretaker of the house that for some days they have not seen their mother, patient Christopher.
The Akwa Ibom State Police Command, specifically Eket Division, received a complaint from the youths of the village that they are suspecting one Mr. Christopher Enoch of foul play. And so the division had to move in, led by the DPO, CSP Sunday Digger. They had to move in to ascertain what really transpired, because they relied on an information from the children that since the last fights between their parents, that they haven't seen their mom.
Report has it that the suspect, who is husband of the deceased, confessed to the police to have beaten the wife to death, accused her of being the source of his numerous woes in life and infidelity. The police has exhumed the corpse and deposited it in mortuary for autopsy, pending completion of investigation.
The CP has also said that the command will spend no resources in ensuring that we can, as much as possible, rid the state of violent crimes, especially domestic violent crimes. He's with us. As soon as that investigation is concluded, he will have his day in court.
The suspect lives alone in a fenced compound at Ikorabia village, Okoneket, Eket local government area of Akwa Ibom State, with his family, and used a part of the building for his church activities. The suspect, Ukachukwu, is 49, while his deceased wife is 40. They both have 5 children, and what becomes of these children following the sad incident?
No excuse for taking the life, none. Now, residents of Egbon Estate in Evotubu, a suburb in Benin metropolis, were thrown into mourning on the 20th of June, precisely Father's Day, when the news broke out of a 16-year-old SS2 pupil who allegedly asked his 79-year-old father to death. Good luck, Inani sought to know the reason for the dastardly act.
It was a day set aside by the United Nations as Father's Day world over, but for residents of Egbon Estate, the day turned out to be that of mourning when Abubakar, Oronsanye allegedly hacked his 79-year-old father, Osariahi, to death with an axe in his sleep. The family got to know when one of the children went into the room to wake him up only to discover that he has been killed.
Personally, I was shocked that his junior son, who is in SS2, hacked him to death with a big axe over a minor issue.
And when I came here to find out, the story was true.
The thing was just like a shock to me because I never believed that child can do such thing like that.
Younger brother to deceased, Mr. Lagos man Oronsanye, who expressed shock at the incident, told NTA News that Bubakar, being the 16th of the 17 children, was very close to the father and wondered why he chose to kill his father.
He said the father used to accuse him that he take his money, or the father accused him that he always take his money. That was only the reason. There's no, even the statement in the police station, there's nothing more than that.
You see, he controls the resources of food in this house. Yeah, he cooks for the father. He served the father.
Days after the incident, residents of the area are yet to recover from the shock as no shop was open for business. When NTA News crew visited the family house of the Oronsanyes, sympathizers were there to identify with the bereaved. Alhaji Yusuf Kenny, a friend to the deceased, and some family members comment further.
2 months ago, around 8 o'clock, he said the son said he wanted to burn the jeep. That's why I decided to come and park it here. So I have to collect key from him, drove the jeep inside my compound, escort him down. When he was doing all this, they decided to take him to the hospital to find out whether he's having mental something. When he got to the hospital, though I did not go with them. When he returned, he told me that doctor said the boy is physical, that there is nothing wrong with the boy.
These religious leaders explained the religious implications of the act.
It will affect that generation yet unborn. Teach your children the way they should grow, so that when they grow, they will have the knowledge of God.
God is going to question us, how we bring them up, how we treat them, how we relate with them.
Be it so that he is a teenager, below 18 years as it were, does not exculpate and exempt him from punishments. Is maximally culpable. There could be a remedial process to take care of his teenage year when he committed the offense.
Police have done their investigation, have arrested him. So we charge him to court. The court have an option of reminding him until he's 18.
The deceased, who retired as Master Warrant Officer from the Nigerian Army a few years ago, also served with the Edo State House of Assembly. He was supposed to mark his 80th birthday by October this year.
Sad story. Now, didn't the Bible say respect, obey, care for your parents so that your days may be prolonged? Now, when they exchanged marital vows with their spouses, no doubt it was for better, for worse, but definitely not to become objects of public ridicule and abandonment. That is painfully the case. In spite of this, however, these category of people have decisively chosen to weather the storm by becoming a source of joy and encouragement to their likes. Itching to hear what this is all about? Then listen to Annie Daniels.
My husband died. He was suffering from diabetes. So in that case, he died.
I lost my husband to leukemia, and the aggressive one.
While yet to come to terms with the death of their spouses, the worst happened.
I was accused of killing him in as much as I wasn't there when he passed.
When I started hearing such things, that was why I ran for my dear life with my children.
To a cross-section of Nigerians, stories about the inhuman treatment meted on several widows in Nigeria is not new and have persisted.
I had a friend some years back. She lost her husband 5 years after marriage, and her family, her in-laws, they took the car, they took some of his property.
These widows, like several others, had a picture of the future they desired for themselves and families. But with the demise of their husbands, or should I say breadwinners, the future looks bleak to them.
My husband's family, they did not ask of us at all. They didn't even call that maybe we should hear from the children. How are they doing?
In the era of widowhood, there are actually 3 stages. But it's unfortunate that many times they actually do not cross to the 2nd stage or the 3rd stage. So the first stage is something like realization. Most times we are still in doubt. Did this just happen to me?
The story is, however, different for 36-year-old Dumola Shodeke, who has been a widow for 7 years with 2 children to cater for. She is now a source of encouragement to other widows like her.
I own a farm. We grow vegetables, we raise snails, fish, plantain, cucumber, sweet corn, quite a number of things we're doing. And that has, what spurred me into agriculture was because 2 years I didn't work. So for me, it was where would I channel my anger to? Because if I go to an establishment, I think I would just be angry at everybody. So I needed something that was going to exert all my anger, all my frustration, and that was it. And I was always traveling far.
I work very well. I sell food, I sell okrika. I went up and down to look for what I would sell.
Okay, considering her age, Newsline asked if she is willing to remarry.
I look forward to it because it's lonely, you know. You get back from work, the kids have gone to bed, and you're just there watching news, and there's nothing. So if God brings a very good man, I'm open to it. I've always been open to it. After my the depressing stage, I've been open to it, and let's see what comes in future.
But wait a minute. What does the Nigerian Constitution say about widows? Do they have rights?
The Constitution just has, enforcement of fundamental human rights to all Nigerians, widows inclusive. So there's nothing that would say anything specifically to widows.
Listen to more.
In the area of assets, it actually depends on the spouse. Did the spouse die with a will or without a will? If the husband died with a will, putting the widow in charge of the will, yeah, that's different. She can attest it. But if the husband died not leaving a will at all, then the woman can write a letter of administration.
These widows and caregivers are working very hard to accomplish their dreams and make life comfortable for their children. So, should they be left to cross the ocean alone? Not at all. And please, let's make life worth living for them. After all, no woman prays to be a widow.
Thank you, Annie. Widowhood should not be a curse. We'll take a commercial break now. When we return, back. Now, when President Muhammadu Buhari challenged Nigerians to go back to the farm, the idea is to push for the diversification of the economy and make agriculture take its rightful place. One Nigerian not only answered this presidential clarion call, but married it with act of patriotism worthy of emulation. This patriotic zeal got the attention of federal government, and led by the information minister, a delegation went to see for themselves this remarkable initiative. Let's have the full gist from Abdullahi Garba Binin Kudu from Jigawa State.
Farouk Adamu Aliyu is a prominent figure in the list of Nigerian politicians whose political antecedents were aligned with the opposition group before the coming to power of the present administration. He was once a minority leader in the House of Representatives, but he is in the news today as a farmer, having answered the clarion call of Mr. President, urging all Nigerians to go back to the farm. Farouk established a 70-hectare agro-allied industry, proudly engaging more than 500 Nigerians from his immediate community of Brunonkudu in Jigawa State. The farm has a range of over 400 livestock, a fishery, automated poultry, and a greenhouse producing 10 tons of assorted tomatoes on a weekly basis. To cap it all, the farm has a 40 tons per day capacity fertilizer blending plant, indicating complete value chain addition as promoted by the present administration.
I thank, first of all, the presidents of this country who
encouraged me. When I designed this farm, I went to him, showed him the design, and he, in fact, in trying to encourage me, gave me 2 bulls, on the farm. And extension, the fertilizer plant, probably 2,000 people. And then when you go to the greenhouse, we have 150 people working, 3 shifts.
Another interesting thing that placed this farm in the book of record is the hoisting of the respectful Nigeria's flag on a 50 meters high pole, the tallest in Nigeria and the second tallest in Africa.
So Malam Farouk Adamu Ali, you gave us the opportunity. It's quite good because he didn't know me before. I'm from Yoruba, he's from Fulani extraction. And he beckoned on us to say, look, gentlemen, let's do this project. I know we do that. So this is one of the things that can happen in Nigeria, irrespective of tribe, religion. He's a Muslim, I'm a Christian.
This is all in furtherance to uniting our country, making our people believe in our country, that we have no other place but Nigeria.
This patriotic zeal continues to attract the attention of Nigerians across the strata of the society. Of recent, the Minister of Information and Culture, Alhaji Lai Mohammed, led a powerful federal government delegation who were all amazed with harmonious synergy of government, community, traditional institution and the private sector to diversify the economy in Jigawa.
Malam Farouk, as they say, used 1 stone to kill 2 birds. Not only is he showcasing success in agriculture, he's also helping to make Jigawa a choice destination for tourists by erecting the tallest Nigerian flag pole in the country.
Let me also express my appreciation and my pride in being a witness to history. The history is the tallest flagpole in Nigeria, and it is right here in Jigawa State.
This is a Nigerian success. This sets an example and also challenges Nigerians that this level, this global standard of production is possible here.
I've seen this investment in 2 perspectives. 1, in the agro-allied sector, 2, in the symbolic manifestation of a patriotic act.
Honorable Farouk, you have led and you have demonstrated your patriotism both to our state and to the nation.
And we are very proud that he has done it in our soil, in our emirate, in our state. Thank you very much. We are very proud of you. Thank you.
For now, the federal government has approved the listing of this tallest flag as part of the national monuments to encourage others in this act of patriotism.
Good move, because agriculture plays a crucial role in human lives and the economy. Now, it is common knowledge that rivers and streams, if not polluted, are mostly colorless. But when either of these water bodies have defined colors, then it generates questions of interest. This curiosity spurred the Newsline crew to a river in Akwa Ibom State, the Green River. Nsikak Okon, who led the crew to the river, gathered that despite its greenish color, when in a cup or bottle, the water transforms and wears the normal colorless clean water look. Nsikak Okon tells us about Ikorakpa also, Green River in Ibesikpo, Asutan local government area of Akwa Ibom State.
The journey to Ikorakpaso River was a memorable one, and our first port of call was the resident of the village head. It took the crew about 10 minutes drive from the village head's resident to navigate through the serene and sandy slopey road that leads to the river. As scary as the trip was, it was fun all the way. What took my mind partly off the river, which was my focus, was the serenity and quietness of the village, as no one was seen going or coming back from the river except the crew. All we could see and hear at the very bushy parts were the birds and their chirpy sounds. On arrival, we were so amazed by the beauty of the Green River, flowing slowly, and the natural cool breeze, surrounded by thick bamboo trees.
This stream is used by about 2 or 3 villages comprising of Edemidem, Ikoro Yogo, is it? Ikorokpa Yogo, and Ikorokpa. Even though those other 2 villages have not been coming here to fetch water, it was the people of Edemidem that benefited much from this stream.
While moving round the river bank, we noticed that some youths have taken over a greater part of the river for dredging business, which they said is owned by one of the prominent sons of the area. Some of the villagers we met on our way back lamented that the river is no longer good for drinking because of the dredging.
This dredging business we start since 2013. Since we start the business, now so the river they green like this. And the more way we they do the business, now so the river they go deep inside.
We are suffering in this area. No good roads, no water, no electricity. We plead with the government to please come to our rescue.
On the aspect of government utilizing the Green River as a tourist attraction, Etidung Ede Moses said if accessible roads are created and electricity provided, it will go a long way to publicize the river, as people do not know about the Green River.
What can happen there? Jobs and investments. Now, the Holy Book says a man shall leave his parents and cleave unto his wife, and the two shall become one. Now, that has indeed come to pass for Talita and Lieutenant Idoko, as the 2 lovebirds were joined in holy matrimony. Ekene Ndulio captured the glitz, glams, and clinking of glasses as Talita and her heartthrob started a lifelong journey as husband and wife.
As the father of the bride, Major General Peter Dauke walked her down the aisle, it is a signal that the gathering has his consent to commence the ceremony. After taking their marital vows, the couple sealed it with exchange of rings. This journey, which started over a year ago, became official as they signed the dotted lines.
Meeting my wife is just more like divine orchestration. She carries this unction that commands the attention of my bloodline pattern.
I'm so happy I got married to my best friend. I've always wished and prayed for a partner like him.
With the religious part over, the social part is next. For the parents of the couple, this day will count as one of the happiest in their lives.
I'm excited. It's an opportunity I've looked forward to.
She's going to be favored in her husband's house.
I'm particularly happy that the toddler of yesterday has become a man.
I'm the happiest person on earth today.
Soon after, the couple was invited to cut the wedding cake, as supervised by Senator Grace Bent. Toast and presentation of sword followed in quick succession. It was a roll call of prominent personalities as they took turns to wish the couple a happy married life.
They must continue to understand each other and respect each other's opinion.
They should tie themselves as single. They should not allow external forces.
Anytime they have issues, they should try to resolve before the next day.
Congratulations to the young couple. Now, the need for Nigerians to see themselves as one came to play Saturday in Jos when the retired zonal director of NTA Benin, Gregory Gbadamosi, gave out his daughter, Omolewa, from Edo State, to Albert Enema from Kogi State. The solemnization held at Church of Immaculate Conception, Jos. Zinret Dingmon reports that the Director General of the NTA, Yakubu Ibn Mohammed, along with other staff of the organization, witnessed the event.
Having been friends for a few years, it was time to move to the next level. Albert took his family first to Omolewa's parents to seek their blessing in a rich demonstration of Edo culture. Then to the church for God's abundant blessing. They went standing before witnesses to affirm their consent and love for each other. The wise counsel to the couple from Monsignor Cletus Gotan is to hold each other in high regard and love sacrificially, just like Christ did.
A good marriage must be created, and it is created not only in marrying the right partner, but also by being the right partner.
Teeth crossed and eyes dotted, the couple headed to the reception venue to have a great time with their guests. Their first dance was beautiful, and their love story made everyone swoon.
She's the most special person that I've ever met. And she's very quick on her feet and she's really smart. Aside from the fact that she's really pretty.
I like that he's funny. I like that he is himself in front of me. It's very important for me to know that somebody is their real self in front of me.
Capping it all up were words of prayers and admonition for the couple as they begin their life together.
I wish she should have a blissful marriage filled with fun, filled with happiness.
Peaceful marriage, a marriage that is built on the solid rock, which is Jesus Christ.
To be happy, to be peaceful, to be faithful to the Lord.
This wedding should be a lesson to us, Nigerians, right? I was built to be the father of the day, right? This is a marriage between two Christian families, right? I'm a Muslim, but I was chosen to be the father of the day.
Our prayer for them is just happiness, God's blessing and protection from the family.
My prayer and wishes for them is that they experience the goodness of the Lord in their home.
I just pray and hope for them that their home will be beautiful, that the fire of love in it will never go out. Wish them bliss and abundant blessings. Now, one of the leading manufacturing organizations in the nation, Mamuda Industries Nigeria Limited, has taken the bull by the horns by providing a new beverage that is affordable for all Nigerians with an amazing taste of refreshment. Muhammad Rabiu Ali, who witnessed the inauguration ceremony of the product, Pop Cola in Kanu, reports that people from all walks of life attended the epoch-making event.
Mamuda Industries Nigeria Limited commenced operation in 1978, a conglomerate which produces and manufactures leather, agro-allied, confectionery, among other products. To meet the need of consumers and improve its equity share, the company has come up with a new product, Pop Cola. Pop Cola was born in Kano and for Nigerians. It is a new drink that is affordable and has a different taste with other beverages. At the inauguration of Mamuda Beverages, Kano State Governor Abdullahi Umar Ganduje applauded Mamuda Industries Limited for not only improving the economy of Kano State and Nigeria at large, but providing job opportunities for 13,000 youth.
Our own responsibility as a government, and as a responsible government, is to provide an enabling environment for the flourishing of industries of this nature.
I take this opportunity to reassure Your Excellency, Governor, that the Embassy, through its honorary consulate in Kano and its Lebanese community in Kano, will continue working hand in hand with your most capable leadership.
For years, people are having the same drink. Now it is time for people to have a new taste, to feel refreshed. We are coming up with Pop Cola and with other flavors which will really really lead the market.
This is a time when the entire African continent is coming together to build one continental market, 1.3 billion people. So anybody coming up with a competitive drink in taste, in quality, in price, is bound to have a market that is bigger than any market in the world.
I'm part of the family now, and I know I have a lot of fans. And with what we are doing, we have to motivate our own brand back home.
But before the inauguration of Pop Cola factory, Subaigu's captain Ahmed Musa was unveiled as brand ambassador. The good news is that Pop Cola will now be available at the Nigerian market.
Come back. Now, more than 2,000 people benefited from the optical and dental outreach program organized by the CAMS Charity Foundation in collaboration with the Nigerian Association of Resident Doctors in Daura and Mani local governments of Katsina State. Sani Basiru filed the report from Daura.
Theme My Health, My Pride. The optical and dental outreach in Daura and Mani by the CAMS Charity Foundation is aimed to assist the less privileged in the society who suffer from eye and dental problems.
Those who need glasses have been given glasses in different ranges.
We've tried as much as possible to enhance our outreach to make sure that no single person with any form of disability is left out.
A 4-year-old Aliu Sani is faced with eye problem as a result of measles for more than 3 years. Aliu Sani was brought by his mother Hawa Abdullahi, who was visibly overwhelmed by the assistance to her young Aliu. Similar operation was held at Mani, where the foundation donated food items, toiletries, glasses, as well as drugs, among others, to the beneficiaries.
Wow, good initiative. Please, more of it. Now, the arrival of a newborn baby is usually greeted with joy and gladness, as babies are considered special gifts from God. The case of baby Okikiola was not different, even though the baby was delivered at the Ondo State Correctional Center, where his mother is currently standing trial. Olubukola Aduwo tells us about it.
It was a modest Christian child naming ceremony in a semi-urban area of Akure, the Ondo State capital. A child of prodigy is being given his names. Okikiola's birth was circumstantial.
This is what is left of the APC secretariat Akure after it was vandalized in October last year by some youths during the NSAS protests. 4 people were arrested in connection with the incident, and Kemisola Oguniyi was one of them.
Meet Okikiola's mother, Kemisola Oguniyi. She was delivered of Okikiola at the Ondo State Female Correctional Center, Ondo, while standing trial for arson, malicious damage and stealing, having alleged to have participated in the NSAS protest last year, October. She is currently on a 10 million naira bail, ostensibly to attend to little Okikiola. The little boy is the concern of everyone, though his mother still has a case pending in court.
The child will have to be on exclusive breastfeeding. So, in that case, the mother and the child should be kept in a comfortable zone where the child can have a good care.
Kemisola and her lawyers will not comment on the substance of her case, saying it will amount to contempt of court and may likely jeopardize the ongoing trial. It is heartwarming to note that a number of individuals and groups have been coming forward to provide the much-needed assistance for little Okikiola, including feeding, free medical care, and even scholarship.
I was going to keep standing by her and mentoring her and seeing to her needs in any way that I can. That has been my promise.
Apart from the court case, Kemisola is in a dire financial situation and she needs all the help she can get to take care of her little boy. The little boy rests peacefully, but there is still a long way up for both mother and child.
Mother and child need appropriate care and need to be assisted. We'll take our last commercial break now.
Issues of drugs and arms with direct consequences on national security. That is our focus on NTA Tuesday Live this week, with those who should know. Tuesday Live, every Tuesday at 10:30 p.m. It promises to be incisive and educative. Don't miss it.